Sam, just what's the excitement level like for the Memorial Cup final tonight?
Yeah, I think it's through the roof. This is what we've been waiting for an entire year now. So to just kind of finally get back to this point, it's exciting, and we're looking forward to it.
How have you guys kind of dealt, obviously, with the story non-stop of obviously losing in last year's final, looking forward to Dickinson this year? Just kind of have you guys dealt with that story all year long?
Yeah, we obviously think about it. It's obviously something that we were all heartbroken by last year. So I think it's something for the most part you just keep in the back of your head. Remember the feeling of it, remember losing and all that stuff. But at the same time, different tournament, new teams, new team for us, new team we're playing against. So a lot of excitement in what's new.
You guys had a lot of players come back this year, but maybe what's different, just a little bit different about the London Knights this year?
I think the big ones just were older, more experienced. Everybody's gone through an entire another year of being in the OHL, playing through the playoffs, now playing through the round robin. So I think that's what will be a big difference.
You joked about it the other day about playing in the semi-final, but in all seriousness, did maybe playing that extra game, keeping your legs going, kind of be beneficial for you going into tonight?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a different way to look at it. We get another game under our belts. A little more time to get back into the groove of things. So yeah, I definitely think having our legs ready, maybe a little more fresh with an entire game played. So we'll see how that ends up tonight.
What did you learn from last year's final as a team?
It's a tough tournament. It's one game, and you never know what can happen going into it. Obviously, when you think of last year and how the entire game went from the flat start to the comeback to and 22 seconds left. So it's you never know what's going to happen. You can't have any idea of what's going to happen out there tonight and how that game's going to be played. So you just have to be ready for everything, really.
Is it important to not get too caught up in last year's emotions?
I think so. Yeah, I think again, like I said, it's something you keep in the back of your mind. You're not only focused on that. We're mostly focused on the game tonight and what's at hand. But at the same time, understanding how close we were last year. Playing for the guys on the team last year who aren't on the team this year. We're getting so many texts from those guys. Wanting us to win so bad. So I think playing for them as well is big. But again, it's staying present in the moment here tonight.
What's the challenge of playing against Gavin McKenna?
I mean, he's such a talented player for a reason. Like, he's so smart all over the ice. He just understands how to pick apart defenses, how to play a one-on-one, how to do everything right. So it'll be a challenge tonight, but we're up for it.
What has your family meant to you?
Everything. Having them be here is really special. My dad will drive anywhere to come watch me play. So they've really meant everything to me. Sacrificed everything to help me get to where I am, and it would really mean a lot to have them on the ice after the game.
Just having that experience now under your belt, does this ease the process now entering the game?
Yeah, a little bit. I think at this point you can't really get too caught up in the emotions of the game. Understand how big the game is, and how important it is. But at the same time, to understand we're going out to play a hockey game. Don't put too much on it. Don't put too much weight on our backs. Just go out there, play free, have some fun.
Good stuff. Good. Thanks, Sam.